Hey, I just got a notice that 4.3 is ready for Cura. Let's see what kind of bugs we can get. Yeah, no thanks, Cura. I'm not going to upgrade my experience. I am going to upgrade to 4.3 and see if it'll actually print. We're going to definitely try some printing with some support, and we'll see what's new. This is daunting. Do I want to uninstall? Well, if I have a choice, I'm going to go ahead and not uninstall, because if I uninstall 4.2 and 4.3 doesn't work, I'd be forced to go back to Prusa Slicer permanently. And not that that would be a bad thing, but I am partially attached to Cura. So, no. It's recommended that you close all other applications. We're not going to do that either, but I will close the copy of Cura that I have open, just in case, although it shouldn't interfere, because if it lets me keep it installed, there shouldn't be any conflicts. Alright, I agree. We're not going to go and see, though, because that drive's like full. So we'll go with D. And I got it set to open STL files. That's pretty standard for me. We'll go ahead and get this set up, fire it up. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, and here we have our What's New in Ultimaker Cura 4.3. This release includes a new profile for our latest S line of printers. Yeah, I don't care about that. More 3D file formats, align faces to the build plate. Orienting your models with the rotation tool or lay flat tool can be a hassle with complex geometries. Lets you select a face of your model to rest on the build plate. That's kind of cool. Support infill interlace line directions. More precise control over some of your prints. That's cool. Randomize infill start. Not necessarily. I think that's just going to add to time. Print small features slower. That's actually pretty clever. We'll have to give that a shot in a video. Easy selector for Z-seam positions. Colorblind assist theme. Display file name and layer on LCD script. That's kind of cool. I'm actually going to try that out. Quality changes on import. Remove prime after coasting. Manage printer link. Improve. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of bug fixes. Hopefully they didn't introduce any new ones. We'll go ahead and close this. I am in the middle of doing another video where we are printing PETG, so let me jump to my desktop here. And I'm going to grab this file I've been printing here. And in fact, we're going to bring this one in too. Oh, not that one. Let's do this one. And this is what I'm going to print. So I just wanted to try real quick this. I'm curious to see. Probably under rotation. Select face to align to the build plate. Oh man, that works spectacularly. That's pretty cool. Alright, so we're going to get rid of that. I'm going to bring this guy over here. In fact, I'll just center selected model. Need to make sure I have my settings set properly so it didn't change anything on me. Everything looks to be normal. I was having some flow rate issues, so we're just going to reduce that a little bit. And then post-processing, modify G-code, add a script, display file name and layer on LCD, text to display, PETG, print, initial layer number is 0, display max layer. Okay, so it should show us on our display which layers are which. I'm going to go ahead and slice this, jump over to monitor mode, make sure I'm connected, hit preheat. Everything seems to be working pretty well. I do like that rotate the face to fit the build plate. That's pretty sweet. And an addition that they have been missing for sure. So we're going to go ahead and change this to print via USB, and we will print it out. Jumps back over to monitor mode, still preheating. Let's see what happens, guys. Right, we just hit 240. Curious to see what it does to our LCD screen, if it displays what it says it's going to with that script there. So far it's not saying anything, but we're still in the purge line, so it hasn't actually jumped to the code. This is just the start G code. So I should see that change here. And I'm not seeing it display anything in the LCD, so that's not really an issue. It's not a big deal. It's just not working how it's supposed to. I'm going to let this print for a second because I do need to finish the model to finish a PTG video I'm working on. But we are going to pop back over here if I notice any changes to the LCD screen, which will probably, if it's going to occur at all, occur on the next layer change. So we'll see in a second. So I just had a really weird issue where it did almost the pause it does for a filament change, where it stops and then it retracted a ton of filament, and then it put the filament back in. You can see the only post-processing script I have on is that display file name, which I've transitioned to another layer, and it is not displaying that file name. So that's kind of upsetting. It's not working the way that it's supposed to. It might not work with the Ender 3 here. The other thing that was bugging me is, obviously, I was talking about that pause. It paused right in the middle of printing a model, and it kind of marred it because the nozzle was still hot and left a divot there. So as it prints, hopefully it'll print right over that, but I'm really, really hoping that it's not going to make that pause at every level and retract like that instead of doing what it's supposed to do, which is displaying. So yeah, a couple of bugs already, like you can say. I'm going to keep digging through it, see what else we can find, and I'll have another video up for you guys soon. Alright, so there you have it, guys. The last thing I wanted to check out was, I was curious where that print small details slower setting was. So I'm going to check it out here. Experimental. No. Not really finding it in here. So we'll have to find that, and we'll do a separate video on that to see how well it improves quality. But all in all, everything seems to be working pretty darn well in Cura 4.3. That rotate face to build plate is epic as far as a really big tool that's going to be handy going forward in the future, especially if you're doing multiple models or making models that are like not standard geometry. So yeah, give it a crack, guys. If you find any bugs, leave them in the comments down below, because I will post another video in a week or so letting you know all the little things that I found out wrong with this, and whether or not it is worth downloading. At the moment, it's looking pretty good, but this is the first day I've seen it available, and this is the first time I've tried it. So going off of that, everything seems to be working pretty well. I know last time they had a version come out, it only took about 6 hours before they found the no support bug. So I'm going to go ahead and switch over to printing something with support as soon as this model is done, and then we'll test out a couple other features that I know they have bugs with. Real quick, let's check out this horizontal expansion because it wasn't holding negative values earlier, and it still isn't if I type .-1. Now, I'm assured that the horizontal expansion does still go into the negative if you type negative, but it would be nice to see that displayed. So if you are using the horizontal expansion, feel free to use negative values. Just know it's not going to tell you whether your value is negative, but it will print how you specify. So that's going to be it for this one, guys. Stay tuned for more videos. Like I said, yeah, if you find any bugs in Cura 4.3, leave them down below because I want to know.
And as always, guys, I am Technivorous. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button. You can subscribe right here by clicking on the icon. And I put a couple videos up in the corner. One of them is going to be my latest video, my latest upload. And the other one is going to be what YouTube recommends for you. So feel free to check those out. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications down below. And we'll see you guys next time.